A penalty, chipped softly down the middle, while the goalkeeper dives the wrong way. They call it the Panenka, named after a man from a country that doesn't exist anymore. A team that reached 2 World Cup finals, beat football's biggest powers, and then vanished. Not through failure. Through history. Chapter 1. The First Rise, 1934. 1934, football's second World Cup, hosted by fascist Italy. Czechoslovakia arrived unheralded, and tore through it. Goalkeeper František Panenka, one of the world's best. Striker Oldrich Nejedly, scoring at will. Romania beaten. Switzerland beaten. Germany dismantled 3-1 in the semifinal. That set up the final, in Rome, against the host nation, backed by a dictator who demanded this trophy. Czechoslovakia led in the 71st minute, 20 minutes from being world champions. Italy equalized, forced extra time, and won 2-1. A heartbreaking debut. But it announced them as a genuine power. Chapter 2. War, Silence, and the Battle of Bordeaux. 4 years later, at the 1938 World Cup in France, Czechoslovakia reached the quarter-finals to face Brazil, and what followed became infamous in football history. It's remembered as the Battle of Bordeaux. A match so violent that 3 players were sent off and several more left with broken bones. Czechoslovakia drew the first match, then lost the replay. Their tournament ended, not with a whimper, but with stretchers. What followed was far darker than football. Czechoslovakia was occupied by Nazi Germany. For a period, the national team was forced to play under the name Bohemia. International football, for this nation, simply stopped. Czechoslovakia missed 1950 entirely, and faded through the next 2 tournaments. The team that stunned Italy seemed gone for good. Chapter 3. The Second Rise, Chile, 1962. Czechoslovakia drew with defending champions Brazil, advanced through the group, then beat Hungary in the quarterfinal. In the semifinal, Adolf Scherer scored twice late to eliminate Yugoslavia. Driving it all was Joseph Masopust, so dominant that year he'd win the Ballon d'Or, one of the only players from behind the Iron Curtain ever to do so. The final brought Brazil again, this time with Garrincha in full flight. Masopust opened the scoring after just 15 minutes. Czechoslovakia led a World Cup final for the second time in history. And for the second time, the lead didn't hold. Brazil won 3-1. 2 finals. 2 losses. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Chapter 4. The Panenka. But one tournament, they didn't finish second. The 1976 European Championship final, against reigning world and European champions West Germany. Czechoslovakia led 2-0. Germany clawed back to 2-2. No winner in extra time, football's first major final ever decided by penalties. 7 kicks, no misses, until Uli Hoeneß blasted his over the bar. Up stepped Antonin Panenka, knowing the goal would make his nation champions of Europe. Instead of blasting it, he chipped it gently down the center as the goalkeeper dove away. Pelé called it the act of a genius or a madman. It won the trophy, and gave the world a penalty style still copied 50 years later. Chapter 5. The Silent Ending. One last good run came in 1990, a quarterfinal finish. But by then, the country itself was already ending. In 1993, Czechoslovakia dissolved, peacefully, politically, into the Czech Republic and Slovakia. No farewell match. The federation simply ceased, its legacy split between 2 nations that could each claim only half of it. Today, both the Czech Republic and Slovakia compete as separate footballing nations. Talented in their own right, but neither has come close to what Czechoslovakia achieved twice, at football's biggest stage. 2 World Cup finals. 1 European title. A penalty technique still used on every continent. The country is gone. But somewhere, this weekend, someone will chip a penalty down the middle, carrying forward a nation that no longer exists. Czechoslovakia never lifted the World Cup. But they shaped the game more permanently than most champions ever do. The country is gone. The name on the trophy never came. But somewhere, in a penalty shootout this weekend, somebody will chip the ball down the middle, and without knowing it, carry forward the legacy of a nation that no longer exists.